Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 10. I'm Jessica Porter.
I'm Shannon Ogden. We're going to begin with some breaking news out of the University of Denver.
The university has ordered the pro-Palestinian encampment to leave the area by 9 o'clock tonight, and at this hour, those tents are still up. Members of DU for Palestine began occupying the campus outside the university's administrative building about 2 weeks ago.
And like the protesters we saw at the Aurora campus and so many others across the country, these protesters have been calling on DU to break financial ties with Israel over the war in Gaza. Jessica Crawford is live at DU with the latest developments. What are you seeing out there, Jessica?
Yes, we're here at DU right now where the encampment seems to be as lively as ever despite those warnings that the students were given. We're seeing far more than 100 students here and many of them are chanting. However, this has also seemed to have drawn in counter protesters as well. And again, this comes after a warning from the school. I'm going to step back and allow you to see what's going on at the encampment here right now. And just to let you know, we do not see much of a police presence here at this time at all, again, despite the school's warnings. Now, protesters were told that they had until 9 p.m. tonight to close an encampment here on the DU campus. That was according to a letter from the chancellor to the DU community. Members of DU for Palestine started occupying the space outside the university's admin building on Carnegie Green on May 9th. But over the past several days, according to the chancellor, there has been, quote, a sharp increase in reports of discriminatory and harassing behavior from individuals both inside and outside the encampment. The group is calling for DU to disclose all of its investments and divest from all companies invested in and responsible for, quote, the illegal occupation, apartheid, and genocide of Palestinians. We did speak with one of the protesters here.
I think we just all feel like empowered and brought together as a community even more so. We've disrupted the campus every day. Everyone has to walk past the encampment, and like that in itself creates a conversation.
And the chancellor did recently release a letter, and he said in part that university officials will determine the next steps in moving forward with the disbandment of this camp, that they had been hoping that the camp would be disbanded by 9, but obviously it is 10:03 and they are still very much here. Live from the University of Denver, I'm Jessica Crawford, Denver 7.
Jessica, thank you. We'll continue to monitor this closely. The DU encampment popped up 2 weeks after the one on the Auraria campus. This week, the 3 colleges housed at Auraria switched to remote work only after weeks of demonstrations on Tivoli Quad. The protesters dismantled the encampment over the weekend. Auraria leaders say the demonstration cost the campus up to $290,000 and led to 80 arrests.